Hi guys, this is Leo here, CEO and founder of Leo Lee Educations. Welcome to our free job training webinar. I want to extend a huge welcome and thank you for everybody joining in today, whether you're watching this from Zoom, Instagram, Facebook. I welcome you. So today we're going to talk about how you can land your dream jobs in Australia without having permanent residency or having local experience. So before we start, guys, what I need you to do is I'd like you to type your name, your phone number, and the job you're looking for in the comment section below, wherever you're watching this from. If you're watching this from Zoom, if you're watching this from Facebook, Instagram, put it out there, and one of our consultants will reach out to you, and we're going to book you in for a free 15-minute phone consultation with us. So are you ready to land your dream job? Let's go. So there are many different ways for you to connect with me. You can connect with me through my LinkedIn, my YouTube, my Facebook, or my Instagram. So unlike a typical agency, Leo Lee is 110% focused on helping international students to land their professional job through a service called Job Coaching Program. Now, I came up with this service because I realized that a lot of my students who came to me for their visa services, they were struggling to find their dream jobs. Indeed, a lot of them were working as an Uber driver, taxi driver, cleaner, 7-Eleven workers, even though they have a very good degree in engineering, IT, and accounting. So as any responsible person would do, as any good company would do, I decided to come up with a service that will service you guys and help you guys land your job. So we are very blessed that our students are in all different states of Australia. Wherever we go, I've seen our students come to me and say thank you for changing their lives, and really that's what fills me up the most. That's what makes us continue to do what we do, to see our students transforming into a professional person. That's really amazing. We've been blessed to help over 300 plus international students to land their dream jobs. These are the faces of just some of them. Now, I cannot wait to see more people added to this list. Are you interested? You can also go to our YouTube and watch our testimonial videos. On our YouTube, we share hundreds and hundreds of video testimonials of students who we have helped them to land their dream jobs. And they came back and they share their journey with us, what we have done to help them out. So make sure you check it out. We help people from 40 plus different occupations, whether that is under biotechnologies, electrical engineer, accountant, structural engineer, mechanical engineer, civil engineer, you can name it. We have done it. So if you're watching this right now and you are struggling to find your engineering jobs, struggling to find accounting, IT jobs, or maybe in biomedical science, biotechnology, could be anything, right? We are the place to go to. So people come to us because they want to find jobs in all different states of Australia, whether that is in WA, we have helped a lot of structural engineer, cybersecurity specialists, and electrical engineer, and many more than the jobs in WA. Or Northern Territory, we have helped a lot of civil engineer, geotechnical engineer, and many more. You can all watch the videos of these students on our YouTube. We also help graduates from other states as well, from Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, as well as Tasmania. And our students come from different universities, just to name a few: Central Queensland University, Charles Sturt University, Deakin University, University of Wollongong, University of Sydney, University of Tasmania, Also, we help many people from different colleges as well, not necessarily university, such as Home Institute and many, many more. So if you are from any of these colleges, or if you are from any of these university, even if you are not from here, if you have studied from overseas, we can also help you as well. So where do they work now? These are just some of the companies that our students are currently working after they have got their dream jobs, thanks to our job coaching program. For the record, I want to emphasize that we are not professional year. Let me just explain to you what I mean by that. Professional year is a 10-month program, which is pretty long. They claim that after the 10 month, you will be able to land your dream job. Unfortunately, that is definitely not the case. Compare that with our job coaching program, which is only 2 months. So the duration is a lot shorter. And as far as I know, I don't think you want to wait for 10 months to find a job. Also, with the professional year, they cannot guarantee that you will get a job. What they do is you will get a 3-month internship only. And after the 3 months, what usually happens is they will find some other interns to replace you. There are very few cases that actually you can convert a job from the internship. Whereas for us, for our job coaching program, if you go for a diamond package, it's actually job guarantee. Also, in terms of the fee of the professional year, it is very expensive. We're looking at anywhere between 7,500 to 15,000 Australia dollars, depending on which PY you are doing, whether that is accounting, IT, or engineer. Compare that to our program, the fee is a lot less. It varies anywhere between 1996.5 to 5,989.50 plus GST. The next difference is that for the professional year, they provide you knowledge that really can be found easily for free on the internet, whether that is fixing your CV, fixing your cover letter, or fixing a LinkedIn profile. This can be done pretty much for free, especially with the help of ChatGPT. Whereas compared to our job coaching program, we provide you the original knowledge that has developed by myself that you really cannot find anywhere. Where we're going to teach you how to cold call, how to do the walk-in, how to follow up the employee without annoying them, how to do a job proposal, and how you can get unlimited number of referrals. So with the professional year, they teach you how to find a job in the 10% of the job market, which is jobs through Seek, Indeed, Jora websites. Compared to us, we teach you how to find a job in the 90%. I will cover these facts in the next few slides, but for the record, in Australia, 90% of the jobs are not advertised. So if you want to increase your chance to get a job in this country, you have to target the 90%. With the professional year, it only applies to people from the accounting background, IT background, or engineering background. But with our program, it applies to all professionals. So whether you're from, biotechnology, health, trades, any professionals, you can use to land your dream job. It's also important to realize that we are not recruitment agents. Let me break it down why we are so different and why you should go with us instead of a recruitment agents. First, with recruitment agents, they're going to prioritize candidates with permanent residency or with citizenship. So unless you have a PR or unless you have a citizenship, yes, you go to them. Whereas for us, for our job coaching program, we prioritize candidates with no permanent residency. Indeed, most of our students who come to us are on some types of temporary visa, whether that is 485 visa, the working visa, COVID visa, even student visa. With the recruitment agents, they only source candidates with lots and lots of experience. So if you have a lot of experience, yes, if you have 4 to 5 years of Australia experience, go to recruitment agents. However, most of our students they do not have any local experience. So that's why we help these people. Recruitment agents, they only can help you find a job in certain states in Australia, depending on which employers they have in hand. Whereas for us, we help you to find jobs in all different states of Australia. Recruitment agents, they can't guarantee interviews, they can't guarantee you the job. In fact, what they do is they're going to tell you, just give me your resume and we'll let you know if there are any employers interested in your profile. As compared to us, we do have a guarantee interview package, which is called the gold package, or we can help you to guarantee a job, which is called the diamond package. And last but not least, a lot of the employers now, they don't want to work with recruitment agents because these recruitment agents, they charge these employers a fortune. Yes, there are times when employers need some help from the recruitment agents when they're really looking for a highly senior person, someone with a very specific and very particular skill sets. However, for most of the graduates, for most of you watching this right now, you don't have a lot of experience. You are just starting your career. So the employers, they would not pay extra to these recruitment agents so that they can refer some graduates to them. Also, we are different from other career coaches. First of all, a lot of other coaches, they do not have any proven record of success. Whereas compared to you can't go on our YouTube, if you go on our LinkedIn or any of our social medias, you can see over 300 testimonial videos of our students landed a job in the past 2.5 years. And for the transparency record, you can also talk to our students if you want to. Whereas for the other career coach, they will not let you talk to their students. Also, with the other career coaches out there, they cannot guarantee any outcome. Whereas for us, depending on which package you resort to, if it's a diamond package, we can guarantee you a job. If it's a gold package, we can guarantee you an interview. Another difference is with the other career coach, what they do is they help you to fix your CV, your cover letter, they fix the LinkedIn profile. As I mentioned in the earlier slide, all these things that you are referring to, it can be done for free. You don't really need to pay a career coach to teach you how to do this. There are so many free templates online that you can find. You just need to plug in your information. Why would you have to pay this career coach for that? Whereas for us, we teach you the original knowledge, the original skills that have been developed by myself that really you cannot find anywhere. These skills are very much responsible for hundreds and hundreds of our student jobs. Okay, so with the other career coach, they teach you how to find jobs in the 10%. Now, if you want to find a job in Seek and Indeed and Jora, you probably don't need our help because the chance of you landing those jobs is very, very unlikely. Whereas if you want to find a job in the 90%, which is a bigger pool of jobs, which are the jobs that are not advertised, you come to us for help. And one major difference is with these career coaches out there, they do not have any cold call session with you. What they tell you to do is just pick up the phone and call the employers. But as a matter of fact, they themselves don't even know how to call the employers. Everyone can say call the employers, but do they really know how to teach people how to do that? I don't think so. Compared to us, we do have exclusive cold call session with me, where I will teach you how to call the employers on the spot through a Zoom call, and in that way you will get the result very, very fast. So people ask me all the time, Leo, why do you do this? Why would you like to help these migrants to land their dream jobs? A short story about myself. Not so long ago, guys, I was exactly like you. I was working as a kitchen hand. As you can see in that picture, I have my thumbs up right there, but trust me, deep down, I'm dying inside. I never felt happy doing these odd jobs. Then I went on to work in a supermarket, completely hated it. I went on to work as a waiter, hated it. I thought I could become a cook, hated it. And none of these odd jobs really resonated with me. Now, I don't know about you, but when you're doing things that are not aligning with your values, not aligning with your skills, your passions, there's something not right. There's a feeling, there's a calling inside you saying, what are you doing, man? Why are you doing this? And when I went to work, I remember those times when I went to work, I just can't wait to go home. I just can't wait to clock out and finish my shift. That's just how bad I disliked my job. I was so disengaged. Every 5 or 10 minutes, I look at the clock and I ask myself, why time goes so slow? So if you are experiencing that right now, listen to me, that is not right. You're not supposed to be disengaged at work. You're not supposed to hate what you do. You're supposed to love what you do. As a matter of fact, we're going to spend so many years of our youth, of our life to do the work. Might as well do some meaningful work that aligns with our core values. My life only started to change when I started to pursue what I like to do, started to pursue my passions, which is I always wanted to work in a business. I always wanted to work in sales and marketing. So I started my career as an intern, worked for free for a company called BS Educations. I went on to become a manager there. They promoted me, doing so well there. And then I went to work for a college in Tasmania, where I was their #1 sales superstar. And then after that, I went on to open my own business. And I'm telling you this, not to brag, I'm telling you this, not to show you that I'm any better than you. I'm telling you this to tell you what is possible if you really following your calling. And if I can do it, you guys can do it. So this is my, people will not remember me for, my success, what I'm doing. People will remember me for the amount of people that I have helped. People remember me for helping them to land their dream jobs. Now this program, these 3 different packages are my legacy. Now my intention is by the end of this presentation, by the end of this webinar, I'm going to give you guys all kinds of information that you need so that you will go ahead and proceed with any one of those 3 packages. We will talk more about these packages as we proceed into the webinar. So, first questions. Why do you want a professional jobs in Australia? Now, it is so important that you ask yourself why you want a good job. Because let me be very honest with you, the journey ahead is going to be so painful. Okay? You're going to get so many no's. You're going to get people rejected you. You're going to get so many heartbreak, right? Because you're going to have so many heartache. Because employers are going to be rude at you. They're going to say no to you. So if you do not have a strong why you want to do this, then you will not persevere in this whole job hunting. So let me just tell you some of the core reasons why my students are very determined to land their professional jobs. First is for the PR. As you already know, a professional job in your field will help with the skill assessment. It's going to help you with the state nominations. It also can help you to give you an extra 5 migration points if you have 1 year working experience in your field. Also, it is a huge return on your education investment in Australia. A lot of the international students, they come here, they spend a fortune, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars for their tertiary educations, for their educations, but they really have nothing to show. Also, another reasons why people want a good job is because they just do not like what they do. So if you're watching this right now, and if you want a professional job, it's because, correct me if I'm wrong, you do not like what you're doing. Maybe you're working as a dishwasher, you're working as an Uber driver, you're working as a waiter, a waitress, Coles, Woolworths, so on and so forth. You don't like what you're doing. right? Guys, this is a sign you need to have a professional job. And last but not least, the reason why you want to have a professional job is you want to have career development. You want to feel that you're growing in your job. You want to feel that everything that you do is aligning with what have you done before, right? The feeling that you are improving, growing, getting better day by day is an amazing feeling, right? And all of this can only happen if you do the professional job that you were born to do. So the next question is this: how do you usually apply for your job? Is it through Seek? Is it through Indeed? Is it through LinkedIn? Right? So unfortunately, these are the three main platforms that international students have been using to apply for their jobs. But that also exactly the problem. So when you apply through those platforms, guys, tell me this: what do your employers usually reply to you? Does it sound something like this? 1, you don't have enough experience. We only hire permanent resident. We only hire Australian citizen. Unfortunately, we have found someone better than you. Or how about this one? No reply, which is probably the worst things. You apply to many jobs and they ghosted you. They don't even consider you. They don't even think you exist. How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel to be ghosted? From the experience of my other students, that feeling definitely is not good. So let me ask you another question. How many jobs have you applied up till now? Is it 50? Is it 100? Is it 200? How about 300? How about you are like some of my previous students before they join our job coaching program? They have applied even more than 1,000 jobs by themselves, but none work. So do you agree with me that if you apply so many jobs and still you do not land your profession, your dream job, do you agree with me that there might be something wrong with your approach? The answer is obviously yes. There's definitely something wrong. Now this is where we're going to fix you up. So note this now, guys. This is very important facts that you need to remember. 90% of all the jobs in Australia are never advertised. This is very important facts that you need to live by. And if you live by these facts, you're going to get the result very fast. What that means is only 10% of all the jobs are advertised. So these are the jobs you find on Seek, Indeed, and LinkedIn. Now, in this 10%, you can imagine the number of applications there are, right? And the employer always going to prefer the one with 5 to 10 years of local experience. They always going to prefer the one who is a permanent resident, who is an Australian citizen. They always prefer the one who doesn't have any gap, right? They always prefer the one who have Australia qualification and many more. And this is where most of you fail because you cannot really compete with those hundreds and thousands of candidates, right? So ask yourself, what is your chance of landing the job in the 10%? In fact, if you really have applied for many jobs, you will know that even for an entry-level positions, even for graduate positions, they are asking for 2 to 3 years of local experience. Now, let me ask you this. Is it possible to have 2 to 3 years of local experience if the employer don't even give you the job? The answer is, it's impossible. Unfortunately, this is the job market that you guys are in right now. So unless you change your approach, then this unfortunately email will come back and continue to haunt you. However, if you target the 90%, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to increase your chance to landing your dream jobs significantly. Let me explain to you. Where can we find the 90%? Number one, through the cold call. So through our job coaching program, I'm going to teach you how to use this thing in my hand right here. This thing called the phone. to call the employers. This is a weapon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a weapon. Unfortunately, you use the phone for the wrong thing, but to call the employers. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Indeed, I have many of my students who landed a job after just 4 to 5 minutes calling the employers. Isn't that impressive? The second way to get hold of this 90% is through walk-in. You got to learn how to walk in. Now, it might sound easy to walk in. Trust me. If I ask you to walk in tomorrow, this is what's going to happen to you. Your heart is going to beat so fast. Your palm is going to get sweaty. Your brain cannot even think. So by the time you go to the employer office, you don't know what to say. So just like cold calling, you got to learn how to walk in. You got to know what to say, who to talk to, what question to ask. Because if you don't, they will ask you to leave. I have so many of my students who done their walk-ins and got the job on the spot. I will play one video for you right after this. Another way to get hold of the 90% is through follow-up. You've got to learn how to follow up with the employers. Most of you apply for the job, but you never follow up. Am I right to say that? And even if you follow up, you only follow up 1 or maximum 2 times. That is exactly why you never get a job. Also, if you follow up, you don't know what to say, because if you keep asking them, where's my job? How's my application going? Guess what's going to happen to you? They're going to blacklist you. They're going to block you. Again, you got to learn how to follow up creatively over a long period of time, consistently, so that you can impress the employers. I have many of my students have landed a job because they never stop. They keep following up, even though there's no sign of hearing back from the employer, but they do not quit. They change their approach every single time. And after 3 months, they get a job. The problem is, are you willing to follow up for 3 months, knowing that by the end of 3 months, you'll get the job? Of course, you will say yes, but do you really do it? No. We will teach you how to do that, okay? Next, we're going to teach you how to do a job proposal. Job proposal is very important. So instead of waiting for the employers to come to you, you will come to the employer with a proposal. You're going to list out what you can do for the employers and telling them, Mr. Employer, if you hire me, this is the values I can bring to the table. Very, very powerful. I have students of mine who drafted many different proposals. They sent to different employers, and just like that, they hear back from the employer. Very, very powerful stuff. Last but not least, if you want to get hold of the 90%, you need to get referral. The problem is you guys do not have good referral. Am I right to say that? You do not have good referral. Because what happened is most of the people surrounding you right now, they're also stuck in the odd jobs. So how can they help you? But what if I can show you a way that you can get unlimited amount of referral? Do you think that's going to help you? Of course. So imagine this, guys. If I can teach you how to do the cold call, how to do walk-in, how to follow up, how to do a job proposal, and how to get unlimited referral, who here believes that will be 10 times better as compared to apply on Seek, Indeed, and LinkedIn? Obviously, we all know the answers, right? Of course, it's going to be better. So in this video, I'm going to play a video of one of my students who done the cold call. Let me give you a bit of a context. So his name is Deepish. Deepish is one of our students from our job coaching program. And just like you, he knows me through one of my social media. In this case, he knows me through LinkedIn. And Deepish told me, Leo, I don't care how much you charge me. I just want to become one of your successful students. So what he did was he joined my diamond package, he joined our program, we done this cold call together, and after 4 minutes, after 4 minutes, this phone call helped him to land a job. Okay, so I'm going to play it and I'm going to break it down for you as we play it so you understand the logic behind this cold call. All right.
In-house. My name is Dipesh. I'm a mechanical design engineer from Perth. And recently I was looking for some fabrication engineering firms in the area. And I came across engineering. I'm not wasting your time. The reason for my call is to find out whether your company is growing or expanding and might have a scope for an in-house draft person or in-house design engineer like myself that maybe I can add some values to.
Now, just for the context, right? So what happened was Dipesh was looking for a job in Perth, okay? And when we were doing this cold call, he was in New South Wales. Now, he wanted a job so bad, but the problem with him is he don't have any local experience. So what we did was we done this cold call. This company, they don't advertise anything. We're looking up the companies that are potentially needing a mechanical engineer. So we listed them down, we pick up the phone, we call, we follow a cold call scripts. And so we asked them, first of all, do you have any role for draft person, for design engineer? Now, I want you to listen to what the employees say.
I mean, I would like it, but I've just suffered on the basis of paid drafting work.
Got you.
Now, when we asked him, do you have any drafting works? This employer say, no, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of work that requires drafting. Now, for most people, when they hear that, what they do is they will say, okay, thank you, goodbye, right? What they do is they say, oh, okay, then too bad. But a professional person will not do that. I want to show you how a professional person can overcome that. Listen.
Because my proposal is, I not just can do drafting, I can also help you with, if you need to, estimations, quality control, quality assurance, Lean Six Sigma manufacturing, production engineer, because that is also what I have learned during my bachelor of mechanical. So I think that if we could sit down together and put together a role whereby I can put all my skills to use that can benefit you. I'm not just all about designing. Definitely, I know it's just a small part of engineer. But if you're open for production engineer, maybe quality control, maybe estimation, all these.
Then that might have some benefit.
So as you can see, once I start to propose to the employer, Mr. Employer, I can also do other roles for you. Suddenly, I got the attention of the employer. Suddenly, he went from very cold to me to start to warm up, to start to be very receptive and very open to what I have to share. Listen to what he has to say next.
I'm a bit pressed for time today, but if you can email me your resume,
yes,
and that will jog my memory to have that discussion a bit further. I'll see how I go tomorrow. Tomorrow's a bit of a chaotic day, but
What is your email address, please?
.com.au.
I got you. My last question.
Now, what happened is usually when people tell you to email them, right? If you were doing this phone call, what you would do is you would say, yes, I send you an email. Again, if you do that, you finish the whole conversation. You finish the whole change of thoughts. So a professional person will never do that. So what I did in this case was I continue to ask him qualifying questions that really reassure me that this employer is the right employer for my students. Listen to what I asked him.
I promise to let you go. Is if there is one or two things that maybe I can do for you as an engineer that could add value to your company, what would you suggest them to do so I have a better idea?
Assisting with quotations and then also converting some of the formats that come in into a better quality driven documents rather than like some of the drawings are pretty poor. They could do with redoing, rechecking.
Definitely.
Admittedly, there's a lot of quality control stuff that can be done and also mid-process engineering. So we get involved in all sorts of funky stuff, from refurbishments to weld overlays. Some of it's a bit of like not metallurgy. So yeah. I think you would probably, from what you've just said, I think you could fit this role pretty well. It'd alleviate a substantial amount of my workload.
Now, so in this case, this employee said what? He said it will alleviate a substantial amount of my workload. Now, obviously, do you think that's a good sign when the employee say that? Of course. So this employee was so impressed, he was so happy that we proposed him, these are the certain things I can do to make your life easier. And he was so happy that we rang in. And long story short, my students sent him an email. Of course, we prepare him his CV, we prepare him his job proposal. We sent him an email. This employee was so keen. He asked Deepish to come in for an interview, and he fly in from Sydney to Perth in the morning to have that interview, and in the same day he landed a job. I'm gonna play this video of him at the airport where he landed the job and he tried to surprise me. Listen to this, it's amazing.
I got it. I just got the contract. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, boy.
I'm just outside. I couldn't. My network is problem. I'm still at the airport waiting for the next flight. But I got the contract. Full time, permanent. Thank you, Leo. Man.
Nice. How do you feel, man? How do you feel?
I'm top of the world now. Proudly can say I'm a mechanical engineer.
Yeah. Well done. So tell everybody how did this happen, Deepish? How did we make this happen? Tell everybody shortly.
And honestly, thanks to you and Erin Potts for dragging me all the way up to here. But without your coaching, I wouldn't be doing this job. It was not even on the market. You found it for me, man.
Good.
I'm just like on top of walls. I breakfast with my family there. Yeah.
So so as you can see, Deepish was very, very happy. He was just over the moon with his new job that he landed, and that's exactly why we do what we do, guys, to see people this happy and satisfied. This fills us up. In this next slide, I'm going to share with you a testimonial from one of my students who done the walk-in. We taught her how to do the walk-in, and she has done it extremely well. She walked in the morning, and in the afternoon, she landed a job. On the same day, the employer offered her a role. So listen to this.
Okay, so I'm here with Miss Jasmine, and today we can you just tell them what we did today? Because you went through the process.
Yeah. Today, such a long day.
Okay.
I work into the many company. I made a report with Leo. It was very practical, realistic, very helpful. I never done before. And then if I do what I learned or what I tried today, definitely I'm sure I'm confident I can get a job as soon as possible, because I never tried practically like this. But unexpectedly, a lot of company or employer are welcoming to have people who work in directly. I think from the Civil, LinkedIn, or other job website, a lot of people try to get a job from the website. I think that's not a possible way to get a job. That's just just textbook to get a job. So that's from Leo help. So from the Leo who teach us what you can do. It's the exact direct way, face-to-face conversation to get a job.
Yeah.
So I taught her how to do the walk-in, and as you can see, she was just very, very pleased. Now Jasmine is working as a business analyst for a very, very big company in Sydney. So again, guys, if you think that this is something that you can just do, I really encourage you to try yourself. and you will know how hard it is to do the walk-in. This is a technique. You gotta learn what to say, what not to say, what question to ask, who should you talk, what are the sequence of action you should take when you meet the employers. There's so much behind the scene, guys, and this is why we teach you how to do the walk-in in our job coaching program. So here are the other facts about job hunting that you need to know. First, 80% of all the jobs happen between the 5th to the 12th follow-up. What that means is, if you really want to get a job, you have to follow up with the same employer anywhere between the 5th to the 12th time. However, most of you do not even follow up 1 or 2 times. So to go anywhere between 5th to 12 times, that is unimaginable. And this is exactly what we teach you in our program. Is we're going to teach you how to follow up over a long period of time, creatively, consistently, without annoying the employers. Next, 48% of the job applicants do not even follow up once. Now, I think the real number should be way more than that. So what that means is, a lot of times you guys apply on Seek, LinkedIn, Indeed, you click on this quick apply button and you sit there and you finger cross and you're hoping and praying that you will get shortlisted for an interview. However, most of the time we all know what happens. And the third fact is, for every one job that you apply on Seek.com, there's at least 250 applicants for one advertised jobs. Now the question is, how are you planning to compete with those other candidates? Keep in mind, a lot of those candidates have 4 to 5 years of local experience. A lot of those candidates are from Australia, they were born here, they're permanent residencies while you're not. A lot of them do not have any gap in between their formal educations. So you have to ask yourself, if you continue to plan to apply job in the 10%, how are you planning to beat the competition? Because let me tell you, another resume will not do the job. You got to do more than just fixing your resume if you wish to compete with these 249 other applicants. So why do you think you still cannot land your professional jobs up till now? Misunderstanding number 1. I can't land professional job without PR. Does that sound familiar? It's completely wrong. I want to debunk this misunderstanding. As a matter of fact, I want to introduce you to one of our students, Mr. Harsh Patel. Harsh Patel came to me after he has finished his 485 visa. He extended his stay in Australia by applying on 408 visa, which is called COVID visa. Now, when he applied for the jobs on COVID visa, as you can imagine, the amount of employers saying no to him is extremely high. However, after joining our job coaching program, Harsh Patel only took 5 weeks to land his first civil engineer job in Australia. Let's see what he has to say.
I would highly recommend this job coaching program because if you invest your 1 month around $2,000 and if you get a good salary package and good field job, that it will be really useful in your permanent residency, as well as to develop some skills that you studied before and you're doing that job now. So it's a very I would like to highly recommend this job coaching program.
How about misunderstanding number 2? I can't land a professional job without having local experience. Let me introduce you to Asif. Asif is a Bangladesh student who graduated from University of Tasmania. When Asif came to me for help, he was only working in a cherry farm as a fruit picker. He didn't have any sort of local experience in IT. However, after joining our job coaching program, Asif landed not 1, but 2 IT jobs in Tasmania. For those of you who already been to Tasmania, you might have known that getting a job in Tasmania is extremely difficult. If you think getting a job in Melbourne, Sydney, or all these big cities is difficult, think again. Tasmania is 10 times more difficult. Let's see what Asif has to say after we help him land not one, but 2 IT jobs.
When I meet and talk with him, I obviously understood like he is a reliable person and he have the skills that I need in order to get a job. I did believe in Leo. I do really recommend Leo. Like I really wanted a job and I really needed Leo's help like until I get a job. So I just took the time-on package.
Yeah. And do you think that was a very good investment for yourself in your career?
Yes, like I feel like when I put the money, it made me more motivated. Like I have to work more harder now that I have really invested some money in this program. Like if I don't work, my money is wasted. Like
yes.
I can't really give up on myself. Like I have to keep on trying and trying until I get a job.
And misunderstanding number 3. I can't land professional job with a large study gap. Let me introduce you to Rupesh. Rupesh is a Nepali student. He came to me because he was very concerned that he couldn't get a job in civil engineer because he had 6 years gap. Listen again, guys, 6 years gap. When he came to Australia, he didn't even work a single day as a civil engineer. He was working in all kinds of different odd jobs, from meat process worker to Uber to working in Woolies, Coles, you name it, all sort of odd jobs. However, after joining our job coaching program, Rupesh was able to land a civil engineering job in a local Tasmania council. Let's see what he has to say after we help him landing his first civil engineer job in Australia.
If you are an international student and you are struggling to find your dream job or your mainstream job that you studied back home, you should join Leo. In any of the program, not only gold, silver, and whatever Leo offers, just join him. Just listen to what he has to say. Pick up the damn phone and start calling him. Just join Leo. That's it. That's only my conclusion to all of my fellow students. Just join Leo and listen to him. Follow. Don't do anything else. Follow what Leo says. That's it.
Misunderstanding number 4. I can't land a professional job if I have an overseas qualifications. How many times you heard this? I only started in India. Maybe I'm here on a dependent student visa of my wife, of my husband. I didn't start in Australia. My overseas, my qualification is from overseas. I don't think I can get a job. I would like to debunk this misunderstanding. Let me introduce you to Varun. Varun is an Indian student from our job coaching program. When he came to me, he was looking for civil engineer job, but the problem was his degree was from India. He was very, very concerned that he couldn't get a job in this country because of his overseas degree. However, after 3 weeks of joining our job coaching program, Varun was able to land his first civil engineer job in Shepparton, Victoria, with his overseas degree. Let's see what he has to say about our job coaching program. And they are just wondering whether they should join our job coaching program or not. Like, what would you say? Do you think they should invest themselves in our program? And if yes, why do you think they should?
Definitely worth for them joining in your program, because they can mold themselves how to get a dream job in their respective fields.
So, would you want to be like them? Would you want to be like my successful students who has landed their dream jobs, regardless of their lack of local experience and regardless of their lack of permanent residency? Would you like to know how we have helped over 300 plus international students to go from odd jobs like Uber, taxi, cleaning, 7-Elevens, Coles, McDonald's, KFC, to now becoming civil engineer, mechanical engineer, structural engineer, accountant, cybersecurity specialist? Before I tell you more about what we can do to help you, let me ask you these questions. And I really want you to give me some serious thought about this. How much money have you invested in Australia? Now, if you are a standard or an average international students in Australia, you might have spent a good amount of money for your tuition fee, for your accommodations, as well as for your living expense. Per year, we're looking at around $84,000 on average. Now, I don't know about you, but where I came from, I'm originally from Vietnam. $84,000 is a lot of money. With this sort of money, I easily put down for a deposit for a house. I can't even become a landlord already if I didn't spend all this money studying overseas. However, ask yourself this next question. Despite spending so much money, what is your return on your investment professionally up until now? And the answer is zero. A lot of you guys, you came here with high hope, with high dreams, but unfortunately, after spending all that money, you have literally nothing to show. Your return on your investment professionally is a big zero. So, if I ask you to invest as little as $2,000, and I will teach you how you can get a job that pays you 60, 70, up to 90 grand per year, who would do that? Now, before you tell me your answer, let me tell you what is the cost of not joining our job coaching program. And I want you to even replay this slide because this slide is extremely, extremely important. First, you're going to returning back to your country, whether that is Nepal, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, or where, without anything to show other than a piece of paper. You might continue to receive hundreds, if not thousands, of rejection letters, so much so that you don't even want to apply for jobs anymore. You might even feeling super embarrassed when everyone else asking you, what do you do for a living? You can't even tell them what you do because you're so ashamed of yourself. Indeed, let me tell you this. One of my students, he told me before he joined my program, he was asked by his mom, so son, what do you do in Australia? Now that you graduate, where are you working? He can't even tell his own mom what does he do because he's afraid that if he tells his mom that he's driving Uber, it would upset his mom completely, considering the amount of money that his mom has invested in him, sending him overseas to study. And all he does is driving Uber. How about continue to watching your peers and your classmates move ahead of you while you are stuck in that odd job? Imagine that while everyone else is doing so well, getting their dream professional job, you continue to work in the odd jobs that you don't feel good about. How about the cost of not joining my program is wasting your 4 to 5 years that you have spent to get that degree. Guys, let me tell you one thing. When money is spent, you can always make that money back again. But when time is gone, listen to me. When time is gone, you can't take back those time again. You hear me? If there is some miraculous way for me to get back my 10 or 20 years of my teens, and if there is a price tag to that, I'm going to pay for it to get back those years. But you know what? I can't. So same with you. So if you're not joining this program, yes, you might think you save yourself a few $1,000s here and there. But guess what? You have wasted your years and years of formal educations. And by the way, that is more costly than our program. You will continue to work in that odd jobs that you don't feel good about from now. And last but not least, the cost of not joining my program is you're going to miss out on the visa opportunities. You're going to miss out on the permanent residency that you wish to acquire. Because if you're watching this right now, you should know by now that getting a professional job nowadays are absolutely crucial for you to land your permanent residency. Before, not so much. Now, it is essential that if you are an engineer, you need to get a job in engineer. The question is, will you be the one who get the job, or will you be the one who just wish you could get the job? So, if you're interested in joining our job coaching program, if you want to be my next success story, what I want you to do, guys, wherever the platform you're watching this from, I want you to put in the comments below your name, your phone number, your email address, and what job you want. What we're going to do, one of our team members is going to ring you and put you in a waiting list. So when our next intake is happening, you will be the first one to be informed and secure your spot. Let's talk about what our job coaching program entails, shall we? So as you can see in front of me here, there are 3 different packages: the silver, gold, and the diamond. Now, before I go through the details of these 3 packages, let's hear from our past students who have landed their jobs with our program.
I think Leo himself is a very big encouragement. He will keep on encouraging you guys, no matter you do what. From your first lecture, you will see when you shut down your laptop, your class is finished, you'll be like, now I'm gonna do something. Believe me, you guys will.
In 3 weeks of completing the program, I just noticed that a significant change in how recruiters and employers responded to my applications.
It's not only about the job, it's about your skills that you'll develop during this course.
I would recommend some of my friends as well to just go through some of them.
Right, first, let's talk about our silver package. What is included in our silver package? So the silver package is an 8 weeks program with us. So you will get our team support for the next 8 weeks. What we're going to teach you is, number 1, we're going to teach you how to set goals. As a matter of fact, this will be the first thing you're going to learn in our program, which is setting goals. We're going to show you why your goal setting doesn't work, what types of goals do you need to set, and why do you need to stick to that goals. Next, we're going to teach you how to cold call the employers. I'm going to teach you how to use this phone right here so that you can get hold of the employers, so that you can just get that dream job that you wanted. Still remember the cold call that we have done with Dipish, the guy who got a job within just 4 minutes of calling the employers? Imagine what would that do for you, able to land a job within just 4 minutes of phone call. How amazing would that feel? Next, we'll teach you how to create what I call the job proposal. You can send as many job proposals as you wish to different employers. Next, we teach you how to use LinkedIn to message employers, CEO, directors, other fellow professionals in your field. Trust me, you haven't used LinkedIn to its optimum potential. We're going to show you how to use LinkedIn in a way that you have never seen or heard before. Indeed, that is how a lot of our students landed the job, by using our LinkedIn message templates, reaching out to the relevant person, and they landed their dream job as a result. Next, we also want to teach you how to walk into the employers, how to knock on doors confidently, speak to the employers, asking the right questions. Indeed, a lot of my students, when they walk in, they got interviewed on the spot. Imagine what would that do for you if you could experience the same thing. Next, we're going to teach you how to pitch yourself. A pitch is like a 2-minute presentation that you need to do to the employer. Because let's be completely honest here, the employer, they do not have the whole day to listen to you tell you. You need to make your pitch concise, to the point, and appealing enough that you can get the attention of the employer. By the end of this silver package, you will learn how to pitch yourself confidently in front of any employer. Next, we teach you how to follow up with employers until they give you a job. That's the key word. We teach you how to follow up in a way that is not going to annoy the employer, how to do it over a long period of times, creatively, get the employer attention. We also want to teach you how to handle employers when they say no to you. Have you heard something like this? Just apply online. We'll let you know. You don't have enough experience. We'll get back to you. Right? We only hire permanent resident, or we only hire citizens. How have you been responding to the employers when they say this no to you? If you are like anyone else, when they say no to you, you will say thank you, goodbye. However, you have done it completely wrong. Maybe you might want to write this down. There is gold in every no. This is what I teach my program. What that means is there's so much opportunity in every single no that you hear from the employers, but you got to know how to handle that. You got to know how to respond to that accordingly. I will also want to give you a rebuttal manual whereby you can just use that rebuttal manual, learn that by heart, so every time when they say no to you, you know exactly how to respond. We also want to teach you how to create your own resume cover letter for each and every job. We're going to make your resume and cover letter so beautiful that for sure it will get the attention of the employer. We also want to teach you how to analyze the ads. As a matter of fact, a lot of you, unfortunately, you do not even read the ads properly. A lot of you, as you're watching this right now, tell me if I'm wrong, you are more likely to click the quick apply button. You're probably going to read the ads probably 1, maximum 2 times. And when you see the words that you don't understand, you just move on. You don't even look them up. So there's so much things that you need to do to read the ads correctly. There's so much hidden information there. We will show you how to analyze the ads. We also want to teach you how to prepare for an interview. So if you have an interview coming up, you will know exactly how to prepare yourself. We will fix one resume and one cover letter for you, as well as one job proposal for you for the silver package. And not to forget, you will get the access to all of my templates, my 3 COCO scripts, my walk-in template, my message LinkedIn template, my job proposal template, my 60-day follow-up plan, my rebuttal manual, guys. This one is amazing. My sample resume cover letter of my past students who already landed those hundreds and hundreds of jobs, my elevator pitch templates, my employer tracking template, and my FAQ, most frequently asked questions during the interview. You will get all these templates as well on top of that. All of this is only for as little as $96.5 plus GST. The next thing is the Gold package. Now, the difference between the Gold package is that we're gonna give you unlimited fixing of your resume and your cover letter until you get an interview. We're also gonna give you one mock interview with me or with one of my team members. We're also gonna give you an extra 1 COCO session with me. Now in these COCO sessions, you and I, we're gonna jump on the phone call together. We're gonna ring the employers. I'm gonna demonstrate to you live how to do and I'm gonna give you instant and live feedback how you do it. You do it wrong or you do it right. That is the best way that you can learn and you can improve your cold calling skills. As a matter of fact, a lot of my students, they love the cold call session with me because when they hear I do it live there and then, and when they actually got corrected there and then, their results got expedited quicker. So that is the difference. Now with this Go package, it doesn't matter if it's 8 weeks or not within 8 weeks. We will continue to help you until you land your interview. And obviously you have the same templates, obviously you have the same templates as the Silver. All of this is only for $3,327.50 plus GST. And our last package, which is called the Diamond package, this is called the Job Guarantee package. With this package, we push it up another notch. So with this package, we're going to help you all the way to the end. We're going to help you until you land a job. We're going to give you unlimited fix of your resume and your cover letter until you get a job. So for example, if we have to apply for 100, 200 jobs, we're going to fix 100, 200 plus resume and cover letter for you until you get the job. And this is really, really helpful because a lot of you, when you try to fix your own resume and cover letter, unfortunately, number one, you don't know whether that is right or wrong. Number two, it's pretty tiring. Let's be honest. It's pretty exhausting to edit your own CV and your own cover letter over and over again. We're going to help you with that. With the Diamond package, we're also going to give you employer referral up to 3 employers, which definitely going to boost your chance to get a job. Instead of 1 cocoa session from like the Go package, we're going to give you maximum 3 cocoa sessions with me. And we're going to give you unlimited mock interviews until you get a job. Okay, all of this is for $5,989.50 plus GST. Now, just for the record, it doesn't matter what package you go with, guys. We can get you the professional job with any package. We have people who got a job from our Silver. We got people who land a job on the Gold package. And we got people land a job on the Diamond package. So it doesn't really matter what package you go with. As long as you're willing to follow my advice, do as I say, you will get the results. So do not think that, oh, only the Diamond package, then you will get the result. It doesn't matter, guys, what package you go with. I promise you one thing, that if you do a program, it will be 10 times better as compared to if you do it by yourself. So for those of you watching this webinar right now, I have some special offers for you. If you pay the program in one-off payment, we're going to give you 5% off. However, when you ring us, you have to quote the discount code. Or you can pay in 2 installments, the first half now and the second half in 4 weeks. However, with the installment plans, we have an extra $100 for installment fees. So guys, one last time, make sure you connect with me on our social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. I would truly appreciate if you could spend 2 minutes of your time to write us a quick Google review about this free job training. That really would mean a lot to us, and to show your support to us so that we will continue to help more migrants landing their dream jobs. Thank you.